live-streamed stunts gone wrong to cringeworthy fan encounters, Jack Doherty's chaotic energy has made for some of the most unforgettable and clingiest moments on the internet. Here are the 10 most over-the-top Jack Doherty live stream moments. The McLaren Meltdown, October 5th, 2024.
Oh, no, watch out, watch out. Open the door, open your door. We're locked in here. Holy shit. Where's your phone?
Oh, I just broke that shit.
Me too. Help. Help. Oh, Michael, here. Michael, do you have your film on that phone too?
The infamous day Jack Doherty turned a $200,000 supercar into a glorified hunk of scrap metal. Picture this: Miami, sun blazing, and Jack, hyped as ever, live streaming from behind the wheel of a McLaren. He's weaving through traffic like he's auditioning for a Fast and Furious sequel, playing up his daredevil persona for an audience eating it all up. And then, bam, in one poorly calculated turn, his flashy joyride turned into a cringeworthy cautionary tale. The McLaren spun out and smacked straight into a guardrail, all captured in glorious HD for his fans to witness live. What followed? Jack's priorities on full display. Was he worried about pedestrians? Nope. Did he stop to consider how reckless he'd been? Not even a little. Instead, his first words were something along the lines of, "This is gonna cost a fortune." Cue the collective groan from viewers who had expected at least a smidge of self-awareness. Instead of addressing the seriousness of the crash, Jack's concern seemed laser-focused on his precious content. A brief "oh no" about the car, a lot of whining about the stream interruption, and not a hint of remorse for putting lives at risk. Naturally, the internet exploded. Memes, parodies, and hashtags like McLaren mishap and Jack cracks trended for days. Critics called him reckless and tone-deaf, while a subset of his loyal fans tried to rationalize his reaction as shock-induced stupidity. In a half-baked apology stream later, Jack acknowledged he'd messed up, sort of. But let's be real, the damage to his reputation was about as severe as the one to his car. Still, if nothing else, the incident was a masterclass in influencer recklessness and the bizarre lengths people go to for clout. Stalker alert, Jack meets his biggest fan.
Why's the maid calling me?
What up?
My son is a big fan, bro.
What?
My son is a huge fan.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Man, can I FaceTime him for a second?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
This guy's gonna go.
How old is he?
He's 10.
He's 10? Hey, is he in school? Not today? Oh, yeah, that's right. Skip school. That's how I got here. If I didn't skip school, I would have never be at where I'm at. Shout out my mom for letting me skip school.
Jack Doherty's live streams are all about connection, a little too much connection, as it turns out. In one particularly unnerving episode, Jack's openness backfired spectacularly when a self-proclaimed biggest fan turned up uninvited. Using tidbits gleaned from Jack's streams, this amateur detective pieced together his location and decided to make an IRL cameo. What started as a typical outdoor chat turned into a live-streamed nightmare. Initially, the stalker blended in, acting like any other overzealous viewer, but soon they started dropping creepy details about Jack's daily life. Jack's attempt to laugh it off was textbook influencer damage control, but as the stalker's behavior escalated, his smile disappeared. The vibe shifted from "look at this weirdo" to "I'm calling the cops" in record time. Jack tried to keep his composure, repeatedly asking the person to leave, but they stood their ground, basking in the attention of thousands of viewers. For fans watching, the situation flipped from entertaining to unsettling in minutes. Comments flooded the chat, urging Jack to end the stream and get help, while others, because the internet is full of terrible people, egged the stalker on. Eventually, security intervened, but not before the incident left Jack visibly shaken. This wasn't Jack's first brush with obsessive fans, but it was the most public. Over time, he's tightened up on privacy, learning, albeit the hard way, that sharing too much can come back to bite you. Still, the damage to his sense of security is undeniable, and for viewers, a grim reminder that fan and fanatic share more than just a few letters. Live intrusion, haters gonna break in.
Everyone doesn't have to come over here. Oh, fine.
Somebody, how about he drunk?
truck and getting somebody help you expect.
This is crazy, guys. Oh, are they arresting him? Please. Come on, Michael, come in front. Wait.
That's how you treat a native right there. Ow! Oh! Oh!
What the fudge? This guy tried to crash through my gate. He drunk drove here to my house, 2,000 miles with a dog. Yo, bro, why'd you do all this?
Of all Jack's chaotic moments, the time a hater broke into his house midstream takes the cake. Picture this. Jack's doing his thing, chatting with his audience about something forgettable, when strange noises from another room cut him off. At first, he shrugs it off. Maybe it's his dog, maybe it's a prank. Then it hits him. This is serious. Instead of ending the stream and calling the cops like any sane person might, Jack does the influencer equivalent of doubling down. He keeps the camera rolling, turning his audience into digital bodyguards. Approaching the source of the noise, Jack's all bravado, demanding answers from the uninvited guest who'd decided to turn his home into a stage. The intruder, unsurprisingly, wasn't there for tea. Things got heated fast, with Jack trying to hold his ground while his chat went berserk, spamming everything from Run to World Star. Thankfully, authorities arrived before the situation spiraled out of control, thanks to viewers who had the presence of mind to report the incident. Jack's post-incident reaction, equal parts shaken and performative. While he expressed gratitude to his fans for their quick thinking, the ordeal also served as yet another PSA about the dangers of oversharing online. Still, one can't help but wonder how much of this could have been avoided with a little less showmanship and a little more caution. The implications of this intrusion run deeper than Jack's personal ordeal. It's a sobering look at how public personas attract all sorts: the admirers, the curious, and the downright dangerous. For every moment of fame, there's an equal and opposite moment of vulnerability, and Jack's live stream drama underscores just how thin that line can be. The Tesla Touchathon, a marathon of madness. Imagine this. A bunch of hopefuls gathered around a shiny Tesla Model 3, each clutching it like their lives depended on it. That's exactly what Jack cooked up for his last to take handoff Tesla challenge. Simple premise. Keep your hand on the car, and it's yours. Sounds easy? Think again. Right from the jump, the participants were a mixed bag of wannabe strategists, gym rats flexing their stamina, and those wildcard types who thought, why not? Jack, of course, was there to stir the pot, hyping up the crowd and throwing in curveballs to shake up the game. Think mini challenges like stand on one leg or answer trivia while sleep deprived. Oh, and the guy's banter? Non-stop. He knew exactly how to get under their skin, and ours, while keeping the energy up. As the hours dragged on, the real show wasn't just about who would win. It was watching the contestants slowly unravel. Cramps, tears, accidental slip-ups, all caught in real time for thousands of viewers. The live chat, a chaotic mix of strategy debates, fan favorites, and relentless trolling. Jack fed off that energy like a pro, responding to comments and cranking up the tension until we were practically yelling at our screens. By the time it boiled down to the final two, the suspense was almost unbearable. Every twitch and wobble felt like life or death. And when the last person finally lost their grip, the eruption, both in the stream and the chat, was pure chaos. Jack, ever the showman, made the winner's moment feel like the Oscars, handing over the keys with a grin that screamed, "Yeah, I'm the mastermind behind all this." A car surprise that hits right in the feels.
Claire, your brand new car! There you go. Where are the keys at? Are you excited? Yeah, you mashed the car.
I'm in shock. I'm in shock. Guys, thank you to Jack.
Now, Jack's not all pranks and chaos. Every now and then, he flips the script and reminds us he's got a heart in there somewhere. Case in point, the time he gifted his friend Michelle a brand new car. The stream started innocently enough, with Jack dropping little breadcrumbs about something big coming up. Classic misdirection. Michelle, clueless but curious, was along for the ride, literally. The moment they pulled up to the dealership, you could see the gears turning in Michelle's head. Was this real? A prank? Jack played it cool, letting her squirm just long enough before dropping the bombshell. Watching her face morph from confusion to sheer joy was like a movie scene. If the movie had a chat section full of people typing "W friend" and tears in all caps. What really sold this moment wasn't just the big reveal, it was the genuine emotion behind it. Jack made it clear this wasn't some publicity stunt. He'd picked Michelle for a reason: her loyalty, her support, her willingness to put up with his shenanigans. And while Jack still couldn't resist cracking a few jokes, you could tell he meant every word when he thanked her. The audience? Absolutely eating it up. This wasn't the usual chaotic Jack. This was wholesome Jack, and it hit differently. For a guy who's usually running circles around everyone with pranks and antics, seeing him drop the act for a heartfelt moment felt, dare I say, kind of refreshing. Cringiest Jack Doherty. Moments when streamers get way too real on live.
Alex, bro.
Huh?
Alex.
Hey, nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you too, bro.
What's up, bro?
Kids back there. We should take some flicks. You know
All right,
that
bet.
is,
Let's
right?
do it. Yeah.
All right, bet.
They just want me to get a bracelet or something real quick. Yeah, let's go.
Oh my God.
I know.
Hey, it's Jack Doherty. Oh my God.
Let's talk about Jack Doherty and his next-level clingy livestream escapades. The kind that make you cringe and can't look away all at the same time. You've probably seen it. The guy's practically turned awkward internet intimacy into an art form. And one of his magnum opuses? That time he decided to surprise a fan by just showing up at their house. No big deal, right? Except it's kind of a huge deal when your favorite YouTuber suddenly materializes on your doorstep like some uninvited fairy godbrother. The backstory, because of course there's one, is the kind of random chaos Jack thrives on. During a previous live stream, a fan tossed out a "come visit me" in the chat. Harmless, casual, probably not meant to be taken literally. But Jack, being Jack, saw it as a direct challenge. So, naturally, he grabbed his camera and headed straight for the fan's house. Because why wouldn't you ambush a total stranger who's only ever interacted with you via emojis and super chats? When he got there, and yeah, he totally streamed the whole thing, the fan's reaction was the definition of mixed emotions. Imagine opening the door to find someone you admire standing there, smiling like they've just won a sweepstakes. It's thrilling, sure, but also panic-inducing. Your messy living room, your pajamas, the existential dread of having zero warning, it's a lot. The fan alternated between sheer joy and mild terror, which, to be fair, is a pretty reasonable response. But Jack, he was thriving. He marched in like a long-lost cousin, camera rolling, casually documenting the fans' home decor and family dynamics. Gifts in hand, branded merch, and what can only be described as hastily cobbled together, personalized items. He played the part of the magnanimous celebrity. And hey, props to him for the effort. The fan's face lit up like a kid on Christmas morning, which was cute in a reality show meets fever dream kind of way. Cruise ship chaos, Jack's open sea antics.
No, please don't take it negatively. He's such a nice guy, but you know.
Next time I have more experienced people.
I can tell by the way he approached me when he came up to me. The first 3 words he said, yeah, he knew who I was, and he was like, "You're Jack?"
Jack, right?
Yeah. You just tell he like hated my guts.
Subscribe, please.
See you, have a nice day. Damn, guys, we off the cruise ship. Let's go, baby.
Now we're never getting back on.
Yeah, now they're literally leaving us here. My bad.
Ah, Jack Doherty and his cruise ship adventure. A love story nobody asked for, but everyone got. Picture this. Jack strolling up to a cruise ship that might as well be a floating palace, grinning like he owns the place. It's big, it's shiny, and it's dripping with all the fancy vibes you'd expect. But let's not pretend he's here for the cocktails and sunsets. Jack's here to make sure every inch of that ship is etched into his live stream forever. First off, he starts with a grand tour. If grand means shoving a camera in every unsuspecting crew member's face and narrating like he's auditioning for a reality show. The lobby? Oh, it's got crystal chandeliers. Sure, but Jack's more interested in seeing how many times he can make his audience spam emojis in the chat. Infinity pools? Forget lounging, Jack's too busy doing cannonballs that might make the poolside staff rethink their life choices. Then there's the flow rider. Watching Jack wipe out on a wave simulator while yelling something about being the king of the sea? Priceless. But the real magic happens when Jack interacts with, well, everyone. Karaoke night? Jack takes the mic, belts out some off-key rendition of a classic hit, and somehow convinces half the crowd to join in. Trivia contests? He's more focused on making the wrong answers sound right. Obviously, dolphins invented Wi-Fi. Themed parties. Let's just say Jack in a pirate costume is the kind of chaos you can't unsee. His conversations with the crew are a whole other level. One moment, he's asking how the ship works, and the next, he's challenging the captain to a dance-off. Authentic? Yes. Clingy? Undeniably. Sweat, tears, and banter. Jack's fitness fiasco.
Let's go! Let's go!
Fucking push it!
Yeah, let's go! You don't look like these pussies! Let's go! Yeah, you don't look like those pussies, bro! Let's go! Look at them! Use them as motivation!
It's you versus yourself, that's it!
Let's go! Let's go!
Push, push!
10,
There we go,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Then there was the live workout session with Alex Eubank. If you're picturing a sleek professional fitness stream, think again. Jack came into this like he was auditioning for a fitness-themed sitcom. From the get-go, it's clear Jack and Alex are an odd pair. Alex, the ripped motivational guru. Jack, the guy who looks like he'd rather be anywhere else. Still, credit where it's due. Jack showed up, albeit with a protein shake that suspiciously looked like a milkshake. The workout kicks off with Alex explaining the basics. Meanwhile, Jack's already cracking jokes about how lifting dumbbells should come with a safety manual for clumsy people. Push-ups. Jack's form is less straight plank and more wiggly worm. High-intensity intervals? Cue Jack gasping like he's just run a marathon after 3 burpees. To be fair though, the guy's charm lies in his relatability. If you've ever tried working out and felt like a flailing mess, watching Jack is oddly comforting. Of course, the chat's blowing up with mixed reactions. Some cheering him on, others asking if he's okay, and a few suggesting he stick to less strenuous content. But Jack's not fazed. He's too busy challenging Alex to random fitness dares, like a plank off where he somehow convinces everyone his 1-minute wobble was a record-breaking performance. Then there's the interactive Q&A. While Alex is dropping serious knowledge about fitness, Jack's chiming in with gems like, "You can't spell diet without die, am I right?" Surprisingly though, some nuggets of wisdom sneak through. Alex explains for him, Jack demonstrates what not to do, and somehow it balances out. The duo even manages to tackle deep questions about motivation and balance, proving that even a chaotic stream can have its moments of clarity. The Island Boys reunion, a chaotic symphony of personalities.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Why did you punch your homegirl's boyfriend? What was the reason?
Who? Your brother was actually just talking about it to me on the. Which one? Oh, it's hers.
Neon?
Your brother was actually just talking about it to me. He was like, it's, why is everyone trying to make it seem like you lost? Like you clearly won the fight, blah blah blah. He was backing me. I was like, yeah, exactly. But like he came up and pressed me, and I pushed him. And then...
Oh, the reunion we didn't ask for, but couldn't look away from, Jack Doherty and the Island Boys colliding live on stream. This wasn't just your average pull-a-stunt for views moment. This was raw, chaotic, and, dare I say, tragically mesmerizing entertainment. Right from the jump, the energy was off the charts. The Island Boys strutted in with their signature mix of unbothered swagger and over-the-top antics, while Jack, ever the chameleon, somehow managed to ride the wave of their wildness without being totally swept under. For anyone who hasn't been subjected to their viral shtick, the Island Boys are essentially human peacocks, preening with garish confidence and an endless supply of freestyle that teeters between cringe and comedy gold. Jack leaned into it like a pro, towing the line between playful jabs and letting them take center stage. At one point, an impromptu rap battle broke out, and Jack, God bless him, threw down bars that, while not exactly groundbreaking, had the chat losing their minds. He somehow managed to match their chaotic energy while keeping just enough self-awareness to remind everyone he knew exactly what kind of circus he'd orchestrated. Then came the obligatory stroll down memory lane, because apparently, once you've done one viral collab, you're bonded for life. The trio swapped stories about their earlier antics, throwing in just enough behind-the-scenes tidbits to keep the nostalgia factor alive. And yes, they delved into the darker side of internet fame too. It was almost touching? Okay, maybe touching is a stretch, but there was a fleeting moment of sincerity where they acknowledged the burnout, the hate, and the pressure to keep the hype alive. Of course, the Island Boys immediately undercut it with some over-the-top bragging, but hey, it's the thought that counts, right? What really sold this reunion as one of Jack's clingiest moments was how it felt equal parts train wreck and masterclass in staying relevant. He didn't just host the Island Boys, he navigated their whirlwind personalities, threw himself into the chaos, and somehow came out the other side with both his dignity and his audience intact. Say what you want about Jack, but the guy knows how to wrangle a moment that'll stick in your brain like a bad pop song. Annoying? Yes, but undeniably catchy. Skipping school shenanigans. Jack Doherty's wild ride.
Because of how many times I've like ditched school in general, I'm a bad kid. No, I'm just kidding, right? Don't tell your parents that. Guys, I'll put it on the screen right here for you. I have to block out some things like my school and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm on attendance probation, so this is obviously gonna get me detention. But I'm doing it for you guys, and it's worth it. I could get suspended because of this too, but oh well. But yeah, guys, my brother and I are gonna be taking the day off, and we're gonna be going to like New York City and then Times Square. We're just gonna be going to all the places. We're gonna see a Christmas tree in New York City. It's gonna be freaking lit, guys, so stay tuned for the whole video and enjoy. But we've been planning this out for like the past week.
Jack Doherty, the internet's poster boy for chaotic mischief, has a knack for turning mundane teenage rebellion into a full-blown spectacle. One series that's etched into the minds of his fans is his Skipping School Adventures, a masterclass in ditching class to chase the adrenaline rush of barely planned escapades. If Jack's live streams scream anything, its rules are optional, and his NYC episode is the crown jewel of this anarchy-fueled series. In Skipping School to Go to New York City, Caught, Jack gives us a front row seat to his shenanigans. It starts, predictably, with an Oscar-worthy performance of the "I'm sick" routine. Cue the dramatic coughs and pitiful groans. A classic, sure, but Jack's delivery is dripping with the kind of over-the-top flair that makes you question how his parents or teachers fall for it. Spoiler alert, they probably don't. But who cares about believability when the audience is hooked? Fast forward, and we're on a train barreling towards New York City. Jack, armed with a camera and the audacity of someone who's never heard the word consequences, is ready to take the Big Apple by storm. Times Square? Check. Overpriced hot dogs from a street vendor? You bet. Random encounters with overly enthusiastic fans? Of course. Every moment feels like Jack is trying to one-up himself in the "look how much fun I'm having while you're stuck in algebra" department. The beauty of Jack's content lies in his ability to turn everyday experiences into exaggerated sagas. Buying a hot dog? Suddenly, it's a showdown over mustard preferences. Chatting with a stranger? Now it's a deep philosophical debate about the best pizza in New York. Everything is a scene, and Jack's the star. It's like watching a sitcom unfold in real time, only the laugh track is replaced with the relentless buzz of live stream comments. But the real magic happens when things don't go according to plan. Take, for instance, the moment a fan spots him in Times Square. Instead of a simple selfie request, it spirals into an impromptu meet and greet, complete with awkward jokes and a minor existential crisis about being recognized mid-truancy. Jack handles it with the finesse of a teenager who's both flattered and slightly annoyed that his cover is blown. It's pure, unscripted chaos, the kind of content his audience eats up. Are Jack Doherty's chaotic live-streamed antics cries for help, reckless stunts for clout, or something in between? Tell us what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.